Hello once again everyone, Original Blood Ace here. I'm back. It's time for my thoughts and review of the Nintendo Direct. Now, of course, you all are well aware of everything that happened. Now, there's a hell of a lot to go over, and hopefully I don't miss it. I'm going to kind of go through this article via my Nintendo news, and I also wrote down a few little notes in case I did miss anything to kind of help cover the bases. Um, Initial thoughts, like I did actually manage to watch this on my phone. It kept going from high quality to low quality, and it kept stopping and freezing and buffering, but I kind of limped my way through the direct, and then I watched it better when it was uploaded. Um, so, initial thought was pretty good direct. Pretty good. Not amazing, but pretty good. I think Nintendo has set themselves in a decent mindset for E3. I think, in general, we're going to have an interesting E3. It's not guaranteed that they're going to fuck up E3. It's still possible. But this does set the tone for E3. So let's just get into this. And I should say right off the bat, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. But anyway, so let's just read here. Amiibos. Lucas, they start off with Mewtwo, of course, which, whatever, we knew that was coming. Lucas is coming back. When I saw this, one phrase came to my mind. And of course, you all probably know what it's going to be. And you are all going to say, oh, look at him complaining again. Damn straight. Because my initial reaction, and it's still my reaction now, is fuck you, Sakurai. You bring in Mewtwo, another damn Pokemon, because there's already plenty in the game. You bring in Lucas, who, I'm not gonna lie, I don't hate him, but I just don't give a shit about him. I'm glad that the people who like him are getting him back. But again, where's Wolf? The one who didn't deserve to be cut in the first place. You put Mewtwo, you put Lucas, you put Mies, all in the game before Wolf? Are you brain dead, Sakurai? I think so. I think, Sakurai says he doesn't want to do Smash Bros. Anymore. Great. Fuck off. Let Miyamoto try it. He invented Star Fox, so you can damn well bet he would put Star Fox characters in the damn game. But anyway, it's not a critical thing. It was just something that personally pissed me off. I'll do my one episode of Smash Bros. On my OBA Games channel playing as Lucas, but I don't care for him, I don't like him, I won't enjoy him. Same with Mewtwo. So, then they also introduced, before I continue, they introduced a Smash Bros. Ballot where people can vote for what characters they want. This is both a very good thing and a very, very stupid thing. What's going to happen when 10,000 people say Goku? When 100,000 people say Ridley, even though Ridley's already been confirmed to not be able to work. See, it's come to the point where we have to beg. This is Nintendo getting us to grovel, get on our knees, and beg for characters. And damn right, I'm gonna fucking spam them with these ballots saying Wolf. Why? Because he fucking deserves to be in the game, unlike half the characters in the damn game, Sakurai. But either way, let's move on. The debut of 200cc Speed Class in Mario Kart 8, that was unexpected. Oh, and I should say, some things in this direct were actually said in the, quote, leak. So, the guy who leaked, or did the leak, guessed a few things, is what I'm trying to say. But anyways, 200cc, both excited for that, and kind of like, now I have to record myself playing all the cups all over again on OBA games to do this 200cc. And Shokyo brought up a good point when I was watching his video, where he's like, oh great, now Nintendo doesn't have to give us F-Zero because they're like, you want faster? Here you go, here's faster with Mario Kart 8. So good point there. Also, the DLC is coming earlier. They said May, we thought May, but it's actually April 23rd. That's pretty nice. I'm not against that. I love that. Good job, Nintendo, on that. I'll give you props for that. They only showed off one Animal Crossing stage. They didn't show off any other stages, which is whatever. What else? A new line of Yoshi amiibos made of actual yarn. It made me smile, I'll say, but at the same time I'm like, oh, amiibos, will this never end? Oh, I hate when my screen goes dark. Anyway, so will I get these? I might get one. Either the green or the blue. I don't know. But I don't know if it's going to cost more or less or whatever. Uh, a home designing Animal Crossing game, which was like Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer for the 3DS. Nobody, even people who like Animal Crossing, no one I know gives a shit about this game. And it's funny, as I think Shoki was saying, he's like, this is why the Wii U's failing, because you're putting resources and developers into making random crap like this. Not completely the reason why the Wii U is not doing great, but still not helping your cause, Nintendo. Um, Coming out this year, I don't care, not getting it. Splatoon launching May 29th. How surprising. I think I said in a video, watch it be the end of the month, and it was. I hate when Nintendo does that. Coming May, and then it's literally like the last or second last day of the month. It's like, really? Really? Um, as well as, if I forget to mention now, I'll just say it now, Splatoon amiibos. That was actually confirmed. That was a pleasant surprise. I'll get them, but it comes in a pack, or you can get them separately, except you can't get the squid one separately, apparently, which is weird. But yeah, definitely going to get those. Um, what else? Mario Maker coming September, which is kind of like, okay, it was originally supposed to be like first half of the year, now it's way at the end of the year. And you can even like kind of chain your levels together to make your own worlds, basically. That's kind of cool. Yoshi's Woolly World, we got a new trailer. I don't think they actually gave a release date, or even a release month, but whatever. We got to see more of the new Fire Emblem game, in which I was going to do this in a separate video, but I'll just say now. I was reading a story where it's been revealed that at least in Japan, it probably will happen in North America, there's two versions of the new Fire Emblem game coming out, and that's weird. And it comes out June 25th, I think, in Japan, and next year, of all times, for the 3DS in North America, which is really like, on one side it's a good thing, on one side it's a bad thing. The good news about that is, it's basically, this new Fire Emblem game is the only one, or the only 3DS game that I care about for this entire, well, what I thought was this year. So it looks like, hopefully, unless at E3 it changes my mind, I don't need to worry about buying any 3DS games for the rest of this year. That's a good thing. What else? So, the world of Amiibo is getting bigger, better, and even more interactive, blah blah blah. Let's see, let's see here. Amiibo cards, they showed off finally, which is, it's working with the Animal Crossing, a happy, what is it called? I just said it earlier. Happy Home Decoration Designer or something like that? Yeah, Happy Home Designer. Don't give a shit. Really don't. Just kind of shook my head when that was on. There will also be a peripheral thing for the 3DS. Don't care. Next wave of Super Smash Bros. Amiibos. So, Wave 4 comes May 29th, the same day as Splatoon. That's quite a ways away. That's next month. Almost 2 months away. So at least I get a chance to save up money to buy them. Although, I'm going to also inject this here, because this was also something I was going to read, or that I read, that I was thinking of doing a separate video on, was that I don't know why Nintendo's doing this, some of these amiibos have been confirmed to be exclusive to stores. So, what was it? Jigglypuff is Target exclusive in the States, but Canada doesn't have Target, so I'm hoping we just get it in every store. I seriously fucking hope so, because Jigglypuff amiibo, I want you, Jigglypuff, one of my favorites. Ness amiibo was confirmed to be GameStop exclusive, or EB Games, which is kind of like Shulk, so I'm going to have to pre-order that shit. Greninja is Toys R Us exclusive, which means, guess I'm not getting that one, because I never got Lucario. Robin, Lucina, and Wario, I think, are just, get them anywhere. So Dark Pit and Palutena are coming in July, but again, no release date. And in September, Zero Suit Samus, Ganondorf, Olimar, Dr. Mario, and Bowser Jr. are coming. That still won't be all the characters yet, but there'll probably be one more batch after that coming, probably November, December, around Christmas time. So yeah, amiibos, more amiibos. Play classic Nintendo games using amiibos with the tap thing, they called it. It's a free app. Put your amiibo on there, put the Mario on there, and then you get to play a level from Mario Bros. 1. Whoop-de-fucking-do. It's like the classic thing in Smash Bros. Wii U. Don't care. It's cool and everything, but it's like a demo. I don't give a shit. Yarn Yoshi amiibo. We talked about this a little bit. Made of actual yarn. Will launch with the game. I guess it comes out this fall. It basically gives you an extra Yoshi of yours. So it's basically multiplayer, but single player. Comes in green, pink, and light blue. Splatoon amiibo, we talked about that, launching simultaneously with the game on May 29th. An Inkling Girl, Inkling Boy, and Inkling Squid. Basically, you tap one, you get a special missions. You beat the missions, you get extra weapons and gear. Pretty cool. I definitely will be getting Splatoon on launch day, as well as those 3 amiibos. You can count on it, unless I get fucked over and all those scalpers scoop it all up, in which case, fuck you, scalpers. More Mii racing suits for Mario Kart 8. This was in the leak as well. Supposed leak, I still say, because remember, it was still confirmed fake, but they did guess a few things. And it shouldn't have been surprising, and it was funny, because I did say in my video that it'd be funny if we saw like a Sonic Mii with the blue, spiky hair thing, which in fact is indeed happening. So there's like Mega Man, Sonic, Pac-Man. There's 9 more amiibo figures that work in that. That's cool, I guess. I doubt I'll use them, but it's cool, I suppose. So Mario Maker game launches exclusively for the Wii U. Why that's needed to be said, I don't know. We already knew that. Comes September, blah blah blah. Don't really need to say much more. For 30th anniversary of Mario, I swear to God, we hear about Mario's anniversary so many times, it's annoying. Zelda even gets heard about every once in a while. But did Nintendo do anything for Metroid's anniversary? No. Did they do anything for Star Fox's anniversary? No. It's just annoying. Splatoon, again, in addition to previously detailed single-player and online turf war modes, there will be other modes, ranked battle, as well as a battle dojo mode, blah 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 blah, where one player plays on the TV, one on the gamepad, it's local multiplayer only, yada yada yada, so forth, so on. 200cc, we had talked about this a little bit, yes, that's right, for the first time, blah 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 blah. High-speed thing, and some people, I think it was Shokio who was saying, was it Shokio, or was it, no, it was Game Complain, that's who it was, who was saying he thinks that this might make the games finish too quickly, like you'll be done a race in like a minute and a half, which could happen. So that is a fair point I could give him for once. N64 and DS games coming to the Virtual Console. This is where I wish I would edit in one of those "It's a Nintendo 64" video from way back in the 90s. But, so that's good that we're getting N64 games. Still no GameCube, which is kind of like, come on, give us the GameCube games. Even Shokio was like, GameCube? 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 It was funny. But, yeah. I don't know if I'll get any. There was, a list of them somewhere. I don't see it here, but I can't remember what there was. There was Mario 64, Donkey Kong 64, 1080 Snowboarding is a good one. I forget what else. Anyway, Yoshi's Woolly World here. We already kind of talked about this. There's Classic Mode as well as Mellow Mode, which is basically Casual Mode, where if you just want to have infinite ability to fly through the level, you can do that. I don't think I'll even bother with that. This, I'll admit, caught pretty much everyone by complete surprise. We saw a trailer. It looked to me like Persona, to be brutally honest. And it was from Atlas and Nintendo, that said. And then I was kind of like, what is this? There's one character they showed who had blue hair, and he kind of looks similar to Marth, like a different version of him. And I was like, is that Marth? Like, I kind of thought to myself without thinking too much into it. And then at the very end, when they said, what you just saw was, yes, the Shin Megami Fire Emblem crossover. And I was like, what? What? And I had to rewatch that because I was just like, what? This is not what anyone expected. This does not look like Fire Emblem. This does not look like Shin Megami Tensei. And before you say, how do you know? I have played Fire Emblem. I have Fire Emblem Awakening. I have Shin Megami 4. Shin Megami Tensei 4, I should say, on the 3DS. Both great games. But this does not look like Fire Emblem at all. You cannot even see any traces of Fire Emblem or Shin Megami in it. It's like Persona, but it's modernized into a regular modern RPG, and it's so weird. It doesn't look bad per se, but it looks so not what we expected at all. And I'm going to be brutally honest. I'm sure, like the Persona games, which are apparently really good and fun, they're not my thing. Like, they just don't click for me. And I have a feeling that this reveal did that to this game for me. It basically did a 1080 on me where I don't know if I'm going to get it. When I saw it, I was like, this is just not my kind of thing. This is not Fire Emblem. This is not Shin Megami. So, I don't know. I'm going to need to see a hell of a lot more, which we'll probably see at E3. But still, and to the people who were just like, oh, is this game canceled over and over again? No, I told you it wasn't. As anyone with a brain would know. But still, it's weird. The only thing that's still keeping me somewhat mildly interested is the anime like cutscenes, or which are typical Japanese RPG style. It reminded me of the anime. There was only 2 seasons of it, and then it ended. To Aru Majutsu no Index, which I love that anime, but it reminded me of that. So it kind of, I'll keep an eye on it, but it's no longer a must-have title for me, and that's disappointing because I was so looking forward to it, so hyped up for it. But maybe what they need to do to change my mind back on track is to show me Roy, to show me Lucina, to show me anyone from Shimigami. Because this it's so. I could talk about this for an hour. It's so weird. It's so not what anyone on this damn planet expected. It's ugh. Let's just move on. Fatal Frame Wii U coming to the US, to the North America. Hooray! Now, so many people, I remember so many people are like, oh, I don't think it's going to get localized because the past ones weren't. And I'm pretty sure on a number of times I said I'm pretty sure it's going to. And that was because the developers themselves had said in the past that they regretted not bringing over the last ones and that they wouldn't let that happen again. So it was kind of obvious that it would come at some point, and I'm glad it's coming this year. I'll probably get it for Wii U and play it on OBA games. I don't play very many horror games, and to the people who... I've had a few people ask me to play Five Nights at Freddy's, and I'm like, no fucking way. But you want to see a good actual horror game, I'll play this. So yeah, it comes later this year for Wii U. So what else? Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer, we already talked about that. Don't need to talk about it anymore. Box Boy, don't care. Let's move over. It's coming from Hell Laboratory. I didn't realize that. The new Fire Emblem game for the 3DS. I am looking forward to this 10,000 times more than Fire Emblem Cross Shin Megami Tensei, which it shouldn't be the case. I should be looking forward to both of them equally the same, but I'm not. Fire Emblem for the 3DS, it's going to be glorious, absolutely glorious. It's a shame it's coming out next year, where I'm just like, oh, but I'm not supporting Nintendo next year, so I don't know. Maybe I should make a special exception for that, since there won't be a 3DS game I'll be getting this year at all. So I'll be like, okay, I can afford one 3DS game next year. But we'll see. We'll see. And the thing is, they revealed, for the first time ever, your customized avatar, which is returning. It's not Robin, but it's customizable avatar again for you. You will be the main character instead of being, a sidekick or a companion, like you were to Chrome in Awakening. I'm fine with that. Some people are against it. I'm fine with it either way. I don't mind. I just like the customization in Fire Emblem. Well, at least in Awakening, anyway. And they said you choose one of two stories, either the good guys, basically, or the bad guys. Well, that's what I describe it as. It's your loyalty to a guy who looks like a bad guy, or your blood lineage to the guy who looks like he's like a dragon warrior or something. And honestly, I'm going to tell you straight right now, I'm going to pick the bad guy's side, because the bad guys are awesome. I love bad guys. Bad guys are nice. Evil has to win sometimes. So let's move on. Oh, this was the biggest troll, April Fool's joke from Nintendo in their direct. It was Bill Trennan, I think, talking about this, and he says, to the people who want, a Mario game and an RPG, well, we've got two coming for you, and everyone was pretty much thinking, like, oh, Paper Mario's coming, like a new Paper Mario, or an HD one, or something like that, or a new actual Mario RPG. And then he reveals a game we already knew about, Puzzle and Dragon Z and Puzzles and Dragons Super Mario Bros. Edition. And I remember when he said that, I felt like he was trying to hold back laughing, because I was just like, You fucking idiot. Or you fucking asshole. Now, to be honest, I don't care for Mario RPG or Paper Mario. I know a lot of people wanted it, but I was just like, you just trolled a lot of people with the way you phrased that. I don't have anything against it, but it was definitely a fine or a funny troll moment from Nintendo there. So Pokemon Rumble U, this was in the league, surprisingly, but whatever. I didn't care for the last Pokemon Rumble game. I'm not getting this one. Don't care. End of discussion. Codename Steam, an upcoming update which lets you fast forward enemy turns. I don't care for Codename Steam, so whatever. Um, as well as a tournament thing called Hijinks, whatever. New Street Pass games. I know this is what everyone's been wanting. Best games of the year will be these two Street Pass games. Not really, that was sarcasm. Uh, they said it was in 2013, so 2 years ago when they added four more new ones. I never even got those. I haven't beaten a single Street Pass game. Well, actually, no, I beat the one where you shoot like tennis balls at the floating heads or whatever. But like the ones where you actually use your Mii or whatever, like Mii Fight or Find Me and all that, I haven't beaten a single one because I just don't care. So whatever. You can pay for those, but who's really going to be that excited for it? And again, it's funny how Nintendo's spending money instead of on making a Wii U game, like, stuff that could be coming out and filling in these small gaps, they're focusing on the 3DS Street Pass games. Like, really? But whatever. Attack on Titan, Humanity in Chains. Not gonna lie, and this is gonna make me sound like a complete idiot, but I always thought that the whole Attack on Titan, or Titans, or whatever thing, I thought that was just a movie, like nothing else. I didn't know it had, like, what was it? It has, like, a comic or an anime or now a game or whatever. I, I don't see what the big thrill is. I saw the trailer, and I was like, okay, you're fighting Titans. Cool. I guess. Just doesn't click for me. Sorry, not my thing. Xenoblade Chronicles 3D. We got a new trailer. I don't think we really needed it because it's already been out, like the original game. I'm not getting it. Don't care. Before we continue on, there was no Xenoblade Chronicles X, which I am not surprised because it comes out at the end of the month in Japan anyway. But we might get a Nintendo Direct. I know I already said we're not going to get another one, but we might get a Nintendo Direct strictly just for Xenoblade Chronicles X in May that's just for that for North America. Possible. Where they won't show anything else, just like a 20-minute Direct on showing off that and giving a release date for North America. I wouldn't be surprised. Now anyway, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS. New DLC challengers approaching, as previously announced. Mewtwo, blah blah blah, don't give a fuck about stupid Mewtwo. Club Nintendo members who have purchased and registered both versions of the game will get a code. Well, actually, you'll get two, one for the 3DS, one for the Wii U, on April 15th. I did that, so I'll get him for free. Great. You can pay for him April 28th, which is 13 days later, basically 2 weeks, for $5. Although I wonder if you'd have to pay $5 on the 3DS and $5 on the Wii U, because then that'd be $10. Yikes. Anyway, in addition, fan favorite, not for me, I'm not a fan, Lucas from Mother 3 is joining the All-Star Super Smash Bros. Cast in June, after a game update, so I guess he'll be free. Super Smash Bros. Players can also purchase more costumes for their Mii fighters. This was stupid, I'm not gonna lie, even though the costumes were kind of cool, except for the weird monkey one, and there was a cat one. But seriously, Mega Man X looks pretty cool, Proto Man looks cool, the Link one looks fine, which, there was even, actually I forgot to mention this before, with the Mii costumes in Mario Kart 8, they showed how the Toad amiibo gives you a Toad costume. I'm like, just pick Toad if you want to play as Toad! What the hell? But anyway, same with this. The costumes are cool, but it's like 75 cents to like $2 or whatever for a costume. I'm like, that's basically microtransactions. Nintendo, shame on you for that. Um, and then I said the Choose Your Own Smash Bros. Fighter. Starting today, you can blah 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 participate in a ballot. So you can vote for which character you would like to see, blah blah blah. There's going to be people saying, I want Metal Mario, I want Cat Peach, I want Cat Mario, I want Ridley, I want Snake, and all these ridiculous characters. So, I don't know. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna spam the fuck out of that thing with saying wolf, 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 Slippy, wolf, 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 Slippy, wolf, 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 wolf. Did I mention Slippy? Also, if I had to ask for another character, if you know me, you know there's only one other character that I would like to see, and that's Bomberman. So, yeah. Now, if Wolf gets added into the game, then I'll have to bump up my review score of not Star Fox, of Smash Bros. Wii U to probably a 9 out of 10, to be brutally honest. And that would only still not be a 10 out of 10 because of the Mii's being in the game. So anyway, and people were saying, oh, well, now we could maybe get Rayman in the game, and I was like, just leave stupid UbiFail alone. Just fuck off, UbiFail. Just don't try and get anything from them. They deserve to go fucking die in a hole. So yeah. Then there was a whole bunch of indies. I'm not even going to go over this. Well, actually, there's only 4 things. Adventures of Pip, don't care. Mutant Muds, there's been so much Mutant Muds. I never even played the first one. I played like the demo. Don't Starve, don't care. And Octodad, which is just facepalm. Yeah, and some people were surprised there was no Star Fox in the Direct. But what did I tell you? I said Star Fox is going to be saved for E3. Literally, I feel like this Direct got a whole bunch of little things out of the way, and now Nintendo at E3 have it set so they should only have bigger things to show. You know, Star Fox seems like it's going to be the biggest thing they have at E3. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I think they should have other big things, but Star Fox is really going to be the shining gem at E3 for Nintendo this year. Now, before I end the video, which is 26 fucking minutes long, let me just go over my notes here if there was anything I missed that wasn't in this article here. I'm not seeing anything. Not seeing anything. Amiibos, more Amiibos. They did focus a lot on Amiibos. Does not look like I'm missing anything. I already said the April 23rd release date for the Mario Kart DLC. Talked about Fatal Frame. Fire Emblem, Shin Megami Cross Fire Emblem, which was weird. Oh yeah, Marth Amiibos, I didn't mention. They said those will be coming back in May. It's rumored that Ike will also be coming back, but they didn't say that, so don't hold your breath on the Ike one. So, yeah. Indie games, I talked about that. Yeah, that's all my notes. So I guess that's everything. It was a hell of a lot of information. Not all of it was amazing. I mean, like that Animal Crossing crap, like, really? That was just, ugh, don't care. Don't fucking care. Yeah. But what else is there to say? I don't think there's anything else. I don't think we'll get another Direct unless it's just a specific one for just Xenoblade Chronicles X for North America's, release date and showing off the English version of the game. Otherwise, don't expect any more major news from Nintendo until E3, which is like June 10th to 13th or something. And I'm not going to do my predictions until May, so we're still like a month away for that. But yeah, I guess that'll do it for this video. My thoughts review of the Direct for April Fool's Day. Anyway, stay tuned. More videos coming soon, as always.